in round 23 with the pistols and the MP9s, if they hadn't pushed NRG so far that there were limitations, that there was that MAC-10, that there were Galils, would NRG have attempted that fast to play? Would we have had a very different final round? Tough to answer that, but Fury have done it. By hook or by crook, 13-11 is the same as the 13-2.
Absolutely. You get the job done no matter what the case is here. You're going to be, surprised with the fact that that CT side looked as close as can be there with the comeback effort from NRG. So many successful T-side rounds, but it all comes down to the 24th right there. And Furia, what they do best, I think, is when the pressure's on, you've got this experience to lean on. You've got someone who's just not going to panic, who's been there before so many times, and they're able to close it out when it matters most.
And on the Furia side, some of the concerning things that have happened to them recently, you have Fallen initially having some struggles with that AWP, playing himself into it with a rifle, playing himself into form, into confidence, and then we're seeing him crispy from then on out. Yuri is looking damn good. Queserado is Queserado, and Skulls in those back lines. That Ivy wrap again and again and again in the first half was the just Achilles heel for NRG.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It was consistently in that. That's how they built up their lead right there. It's multiple different ideas here. Again, sometimes I think Ivy's just still a little bit underutilized in terms of where teams like to hit from there. There's a lot of attention towards T-Con and things of that nature there, towards Pop as well. So being able to consistently succeed with the way that they were scaling Skulls up, I mean, obviously, I think that's a trick play that you can kind of only get away with once. And when you see those smokes, now you're going to react to what Skulls is doing. But, that is, again, the ace up their sleeves that they had afforded to them.
Yeah, certainly was. Now, we might need to see a little bit more from this this middle meatball we've got going on in the background. Because it was a slow start. It was a slow start. In particular, tasked with trying to shut down Skulls. That was definitely a challenge for Young Hex. We're going to be headed to Dust 2. How are you feeling about this one, Cole?
I mean, again, I think that what NRG bring to the table here on Dust 2 is still very valuable. They've been able to domestically work incredibly well. My only concern is this team doesn't oftentimes pick Dust 2 a lot. Like they will occasionally, but they don't pick into this map a lot here. They win it a lot, but they don't pick it. And so, does that have anything to do with the way that this roster is comfortable here? Those are the only question marks I still have for NRG. But again, they win this map a lot.
They are giving a little bit of gift if you're NRG in this veto, in that there are 3 maps that should theoretically be comfortable for you, but man, that first half from Fury is still playing in my mind. They looked sharp, they looked in command, and they looked like they had a lot of ideas for what they wanted to do to counter out NRG's setups.
Yeah, I mean, they're reading so effectively in what NRG are doing throughout that whole first half. So if you're talking about what NRG like to do here on Dust 2, I feel like a lot of that is through the catwalk and on both sides of the half there. If it's OC on the defense, a lot of boosting being done right there for him to get the op rolling. So for me, it does feel like Furia are going to be aware of that once again.
Well, we head to Dust